We putting work, turning nothing into something. They feelings hurt, we turning nothing into something. Give a fuck if they don't like me, cause all this bread I count excites me. Turning nothing to something, nothing into something. Turning nothing into something.
Maybe I should unmute myself. What up? What's going on, everybody? What is going on? And happy Sunday, fun day, Sunday evening, and welcome to Blunt Thoughts episode. What the hell is this? 58, I believe, and a special edition of Blunt Thoughts, as it is a super fan edition, and one that got delayed a little week. She tried to run from me for a little bit. I don't know, try to hide, like, yo, I got something to do. Heck, I'm like, all right, I'll let you slide 1 week, but don't think you gonna, you know what I'm saying, get away with it. Man, we got her. We got her today. And we're going to have some fun. We're going to talk a little Mets. We're going to talk a little Knicks. We're going to find out how that all came about. But, you know, I like to talk too much shit. So let me shut the hell up and bring the person that everybody wants to see up on the stage. And it's my homie SuperFan, MzSkiillz. How you doing, homie? Oh, wait a minute. My bad. I got to unmute you. There you go.
Hector, come on, let's get this together. What's up, y'all? Hey, Hector, what is up? Thank you for having me. You know I was gonna come back on. Like, come on.
Of course. You know I like to have fun, so I'm going to talk a little trash. But no. Thanks for coming on. You know, once I started doing this, you definitely was one of the people that I was gonna have on here to find out how this crazy fandom. Because when we talk about super fan, you're like a X squared super fan, a supersized super fan, all that good stuff. And I know a lot of us, you know, are fans of both teams, three teams in the city, 4 teams, those that root for hockey. But like, you really like out there. Like, you go to these games, both the Mets and the Knicks.
Because you know, I love to be in a toxic relationship. I love to get my feelings hurt. You know, I can't get enough of it, clearly.
Well, if you're looking for a toxic relationship, there is no better toxic relationship than the Knicks and the Mets. And listen, I say that all the time with the Mets. Like, man, me and the Mets, I don't even know why the hell I got this on. Me and the Mets, man. But I love them. I love it. And it's a toxic relationship that we just can't get out of for some reason. Like, you get out of a toxic relationship in a while, but we just stay in it.
But this is the one that we want to be in forever, that we love it. No matter what they do to us, we're going to come right back next season. We could talk mad shit. Oh, we're not going to go. We're not going to see no games. Fuck them. Opening day. Guess who's there? Who's watching the games open?
Right.
The same people who said no. We ain't watching no more Mets. Fuck yeah. And look what happened.
Right. Yeah. Listen, especially... And, you know, we had that happen in 25. Unfortunately, we had that happen a lot with the Mets, where as the year goes on, we give up on it and you don't want to watch anymore. And then inevitably, you know, they go on a little run and you come back. And of course, the letdown, the inevitable letdown, which we had this year. But before we get into all that, let's get to know SuperFan. This is what this is about. We got to get to know the guests that we have on hand. And let's start there. MzSkiillz. I think your name is Carla. I had no idea. I remember how I found this out. It wasn't even from you, right? It was from the homie Patty. Shout out to the homie Patty, man. Love you, Patty. And Patty, I'm talking to Patty, and Patty's like, Carla. I'm like, Patty, who the hell is Carla? You know what I'm saying? And I thought she was talking about the other Carla that we had met and all that. Like, oh, okay. She's like, no, Carla. I mean, you talking about skills? She's like, yeah. I was like, oh, okay. I had no idea that was her name. So I apologize if I wasn't supposed to put that out there.
No, that's fine. So funny because you're not the only one. I actually do. I don't know if a lot of you. Hector, I think you know Los, Vintage Mets.
Of course. My guy Los. Shout out Vintage Mets, man.
With his girl was talking to him about me, and she's saying Carla, and he's like, who the fuck is Carla? He's like, SuperFan. He's like, oh, I honestly always forget that's her name. And I think he said he even has me saved on his phone as Carla or something like that too. That he was like, I don't know why I had you saved like that. And the whole time, I'm like, who is this? I'm like, yo, that's
That's hilarious.
there's so a lot of people don't know my name, but that's my real name. My real name is Carla, but you could call me Skill.
Yeah, and I remember telling you, I was like, oh, so your name is Carla, right? I was like, yo, well, check this out. To me, you're always gonna be Skills. That's how I got to know you. That's how you're
Right.
programmed in my brain. Like there's none of that. And you're like, nah, it's all good. It's all good.
Right. That's true. And
Oh,
it's like how, honestly speaking, when people call me Carla, I be looking at you like, how you even know my name? And don't call me that. Call me Skill better.
that's funny, right? That's like just like me and my middle name, which we're not gonna divulge here. But it's like if anybody calls me, that's like, wait a minute, like you either got to be family or you know me from when I was like a little kid from the block in the Heights. You know what I'm saying? On my grandmother's block on the stoop and in the Murito. That's from Little League. You know what I'm saying? Like not even in school they called me by my middle name. So
Right.
my middle name. So when I hear that, I'm like, wait a minute.
Right,
Okay,
exactly.
like,
You're like, how you know that? And don't call me that.
yeah. No, I don't really mind it, but like that's how I know. Like, okay, I really know you from deep. Like you know
Right,
me deep.
exactly. That's how I feel too. Like if you know my name, it's because yo, we not cool. That's the only way you know my name. If not, yeah, we're not cool. You only know me by skills.
Right. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man, in the comments and all that good stuff, man. Appreciate you guys. Um, yeah. So, and the next thing we need to know is how does Skills become such a huge Mets fan?
So
A sports fan, really. But let's start with the Mets.
right. No. So Mets, honestly, it became because of my mom. So she used to go to the games a lot when it was Shea Stadium. So I've been a Mets fan since it was Shea Stadium. And ever since going young, little. And then as I got to be a teenager, that was usually the thing. Like, oh, let's just go to Shea Stadium. Let's go to a game, little we get dates and stuff. I just became a fan. Like when going as I got older, a teenager, and people like, oh, let's go to the game here and this and that and the third. It was like I already knew what was happening, and I loved it because from since I was young, and ever since then, that's it. I just been a Met fan. Like I had my time off that I did not watch anything, like both Knicks and Mets. Left that alone because I was just so tired of both teams just getting nowhere at all. And a few years later, that's it. Got right back to it like if I never left.
No. Listen, it happens. And shout out to Mama Skills. So
Yeah,
Mama Skills got you on the Mets. Well, how the heck
yes.
was she a fan? If I may
Honestly,
ask, like,
that is a
listen,
good question. I don't know. I just know we used to go to the game. It's so
that's
crazy
funny.
because I've never sat here to ask her either. But yeah, honestly, my mom used to take me to games when I was younger, and ever since then, it's just that honestly, I always say baseball is my first love. Before it became people think like the Knicks is my first thing. No, honestly, the baseball, the Mets is my first love. Like I would die for the Mets, unfortunately. But yeah, baseball is my
Nice.
first love.
Nice. And then you talked about you started going there on dates and stuff and just to hang out. So did you live close to Shea Stadium? You from
Honestly, yeah.
Queens?
Yeah.
Um,
So my mom is on the 7 line. She's right there. We're only like 10. She's only like 10 minutes away, and that's it. I mean, like I actually moved back in with my mom. So anybody who doesn't know, so we're actually just only 10 minutes away from City Field. So that's why a lot of times that when people be like, "Oh, let me know," yeah, definitely let me know. I don't care if it's last minute because I'm right there. So it's
right.
never for me to go to a game. And there's randomly times that I hit up people that be like, yo, you want to go to a game? Because I'm right there. So I'm like, I know it takes other people to travel, but I'm like, me, why you think I'm always there? Like, especially when I come here, when I didn't live here before too. Yo, when any chance I came here, yo, let's go to the games. Let's go. Why not?
No, that's what's up. And I'm sure a witness of that. Like I definitely get plenty of DMs like, yo, where you at? You at the game? We in
Yo,
section blah blah
yeah,
blah.
you see how I hit you up? I'm like, yo,
Yeah,
you at
we in section blah blah blah. Which was that's another thing. Like, I don't know if you remember. I don't know if you remember, but
the
we met at a Knicks actual watch party. That's when we actually first met, right? Now I don't
yes,
know if we were already following each other because of the Mets and the Knicks
right.
stuff or anything like that. But it was I don't know. And I'm terrible. My memory is like bad. So I don't remember what the hell who we were playing. I know it was a playoff game. I know it was shout out
Yeah,
to
it
the homie
definitely was.
Tony.
Yeah.
Tony and Deej, they had put it together. It was the one. Anybody that's watching that was there, Tony or any of those guys, the one where Monica showed up. Monica McNutt showed up.
Yes,
I
I
got there like right as
remember.
she was leaving. The homie cousins, shout out to the homie cousins. He was there. And you and cousins already knew each other.
Yes,
And
yes.
he was like, yo, you know Skills? And I was like, maybe, I don't know. We
Probably,
might find each other, whatever. Boom, boom, boom. And from that moment on, I don't know when the next time was. All I know is whenever Skills was at a game, it was like, yo, Heck, where you at? Come through, we over here.
Yes,
Whether you
yes.
was with
No, I
his
do remember
Facebook
when we
guys
first
or
met.
whatever. With Top, you was with Top a lot. Shout out to the
Yes,
homie Top. And I would always come by, say hello, hang out, whatever, and all that good stuff. So, and I always appreciate it. And I was like, damn, like I got it. I'm pretty sure I've told you this, but like you're like one of the best people that I've met in life, and in just like in Mets fandom and stuff like that. Like always positive, always friendly, and not just with me, like with everybody. And for all of you with polluted brains, no, it's nothing like that. Skills is spoken for. Like I know the homie George, like no, but like just so you know. And so I appreciate like every time you always hit me up and like
of
sometimes
course.
you was with people that I was like, I don't know if I want to go over there, but okay, you know, skills is safe. I'll come through. I'll come through.
You better say.
Nah, but like so yeah, I've definitely been witness to you being at these games and your fandom. And
Yes.
again, we'll get into a little bit of the Knicks, but the same thing with the Knicks. You're at these Knicks games, you're at the watch parties and all that good stuff. You see her background is Knicks. She is part of a Knicks show that is
Yes, Knicks and
hosted by my
Fuego.
homie, my
My
tocayo Hector, also the other Hector
Yes.
from Washington Heights as well, which is freaking crazy.
Yo, I know, dead ass.
And then you guys have what's the name? Scooby. I apologize. I always forget.
Nikki thing is Scooby.
Nikki,
Damn, I don't even be knowing. That's the crazy part. Now I'm gonna get your part right now.
Well, Nikki. I forgot I said
Nikki.
Nikki.
So it's
I'm sorry, Nikki. I apologize. I'm terrible. No disrespect.
_D. That's my homegirl Nikki. Yo, yeah, definitely gotta be checking out Nikki when she comes up and talk, because she be knowing her shit, especially about the Knicks. I'm trying to put her on to baseball, especially the Mets. Since last year, I had her watching the Mets when we was in our little postseason. This year, I had her watching the World Series too, because I'm like, girl, we're gonna get into this whole baseball thing too.
Yeah, good luck. Well, now's the time, man. Now's the time to come in on the Mets. I know it may not seem like it, and it may not seem like it, but now's the time to come into the Mets. But no, shout out to Hector, shout out to Nikki, and shout out to the homie Skills. And go make sure you check out Knicks and Fuego. Doesn't mean you don't check out my guy Eddie. I don't want Eddie to get jealous. My guy Eddie, you know what I'm saying? His Knicks addiction and all that good stuff. We're here for everybody, man. And my homie Tony in the spaces and the post game. You know what I'm saying? And State and Deej and all those guys. All of that, man. Shout out to everybody. Man.
Make sure y'all check all their spaces. They be up.
All of that. All the content creators. I'm here for everybody. I'm not here hating on nobody like some people like to do it with me. But anyways, we'll leave that alone.
You better know it.
As we move on, let's get into the fandom, man. I listen, I know, because I seen you towards the end of the season. I remember, again, shout out to the homie, man, Vintage Mets, man. And we went to that great event that he had to give away school supplies for the kids and all that. And at that point of the season, we were already like, and I'm like,
yo,
and Skills was like, man,
sucks so bad.
I'm so done, Heck. And then I'm like, yo, Skills, what's up with the Knicks? And she was like, man, I don't even want to talk about that right now, Heck. Like, yeah, like the message beat us the hell down, man.
Yeah, like I think you know what it was is that we came off from a high from last season, and we were just so hooked on that high, and we didn't want to let go. And the way how everything played out this season, it sucked, because it's just like, damn, bro, we really wanted, the same run again that we had last season. It's like we couldn't make it that far again, like not even close to it. Like it just sucked. It just sucked. But more or less, I mean, okay, this season didn't happen. It wasn't for us. Like every time I do it with the Knicks, next year is our year. You can't get no hope on this. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm scared with this whole Pete and Diaz. Hector, we're gonna talk about Pete real quick.
No, it's okay. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. So
Look,
you can take it there. I'll let you take it there.
I want Pete to come back so badly. Like, he proved himself already from the season. Like, I mean, what more do we need? I mean, I know this whole money contract and all this bull crap, but it's like, yo, I think we honestly need to resign Pete. Like, I don't know. I'll die. No, I'm lying. I won't die if he signs out to another team besides the Yankee. Because if, not for nothing, he goes to I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Like, I'm gonna dead ass cry. Like, I'm gonna crash out. Like, I'm gonna lose it. I'm really gonna lose it if that happens.
Yeah, listen, the whole Pete thing is I was having shout out to my homeboy Jack. We was talking or texting throughout last night and earlier today, and the Pete conversation came up, and it's so complicated, right? Because I get it, I understand. Like, as much as I want Pete back, skills, I don't want to give Pete 7 years. I don't want to give Pete 8 years, but I don't want to do that with most players, right? I don't like these stupid long-term contracts. I hate. Don't turn the stream off, guys. I hate the Juan Soto contract. I think it's ridiculous. 15 years. I don't care. When you tell me, well, Hector, it should pay off in the first 7, 8 years. All right. So I got to eat 7 years after that. That may not. Let's hope not. And I'm not, you know what I'm saying? So I hate all that. But yeah, I really want Pete back. I think Pete is a good player. I think Pete gets wrongfully criticized sometimes and rightfully criticized. Do I get frustrated when Pete swings at that slide in the first base dugout? Absolutely. Do I get frustrated when Peter's having trouble making that throw to the pitcher covering the first base? Absolutely. Do I think he needs to improve upon these things? Yes. But we saw him improve upon the hitting. I think he could improve upon the fielding. We'll see how it happens.
Right.
But still, I think not only this past season skills, but Peter's been a good Met, both on and off the field. Did he struggle in 23 after not and 24 after turning down the extension? Yeah, he struggled, but so did everybody else. For whatever reason, like you said, we followed off 24 with 25 letdown. We followed 22 with a big letdown in 23. Right. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. And he was a huge part of it. But I think Pete deserves to be a Met a little longer, if not finish his career a Met. But it's complicated. It really is.
I know. Hey, look, I do wish Pete all the best. I mean, at the end of the day, he has a baby now, so I get it. He has to really think about what's going to be good for him and his family now. Like, it's just not for him, even though, yes, he has his wife, but now he has a baby. He has to think long term. So I get it. But it's like, damn, I really want Pete to come back. Like you said, he has improved in what he has been lacking on. Like I said, look at this season. This season, I think this was the season he showed himself. Like, oh, yeah, I want to talk shit about me from last season. Now look what I show you at this season. And I feel like him with maybe a few other players were one of the only ones who actually stepped up this season to show like, yo, come on, let's do it. Like, we just came off this high from last season. Let's keep it. Let's run it back.
In my opinion, why not? Pete was the MVP of the Mets this year. In my opinion, in my humble opinion. If we're going to talk about the Mets' best player this year, most valuable, I think it was Pete Alonso.
Listen, Pete came in clutch a lot of times when nobody else was waking up. Nobody else was going to be doing anything. And here's Pete. Like, come on. Don't let me get started on this whole Juan Soto stuff too. Like, I love Juan Soto as a player, like, not just because he's now here a Mets fan. Like, I have been seeing him before when he was on the other teams. He's a great player. How old is he? He's only, what, 25?
26.
Right? He still has, he has time. Like, he could be great. But it's like, all right. Like, every player, there's always going to be seasons that sucks. And, again, when this team was very different. It's not everybody's the same. You get this big superstar onto this team, the attention just on that. And you're going to tell me also too, like, there wasn't, like, I don't want to say there was issue between the players, but you're going to tell me, things didn't collide with each other.
Listen,
I feel like at some point there probably was, you never know. I'm just saying
No,
the way
listen,
how I saw things.
this is blunt thought skills. This is blunt thoughts, but I'm just glad you're bringing it up and not me because
But this was it's something realistic. It's just like how I talk about it with the Knicks for our season, this season too. It's like, yo, it's a new team. You know, yes, we do still have a lot of the same old players, but it's like, be realistic. This season for us, it's, you know, the Mets had to play water players they haven't played before. You know, there's this whole big thing about Juan Soto and Josué. I'm pretty sure he felt some type of pressure too, where he's like, damn, I got to show out, I got to show out. And it's like, come on. Yes, there's some people who work great under pressure. And it's like, yo, I'll show out. And there's some people who just don't. And it's fine. You're only human. But like this whole thing, how everybody's like, oh my God. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I was in it too. Was I getting upset when Soto, you know, in the beginning could have performed how we all want? Of course, 100%. By the same time, I had to remember, like, yo, he's only human, though. Like, didn't the same thing happen when we got Lindor? Everybody was talking shit when we first got Lindor. No, didn't half the people was like, no, we got to get Lindor off the team. Like, why we signed him for just no? Am I not mistaken? Because I remember that.
no,
I
yeah.
remember that. So it's like, bro,
Absolutely.
we gonna stop being like that. Let's stop criticizing everybody and say, yo, they can't produce. Get them off the team. Like, bro, they just started playing for this. Can we give it a minute? Can we wait? And can we let everybody else adapt too? Like, hold on. Like, I get it. I know we wanted to go as far as we wanted this year too, but we kind of gotta be realistic about the shit though. Like, this team didn't play together. This wasn't the same team from last year. You know, there's other players that's missing that went out to other teams. Like, come on, you know, like I get it, but it's like, what did we really expect though?
We expected to be better. We expected to at least with Juan Soto be 2 or 3 games better, which was like
But
the
you
first
see what I'm like, I get that, but it's like, come on, we couldn't have put all our hopes on that. Like, we also need everybody else to wake up too. Because it's like, what? Juan Soto's going to be carrying the team by himself?
No. But for me, the frustrating part was skills that, yeah, like you said, the adjustment period and all that good stuff. And for whatever reason, especially like when guys come to the Mets, that gets like heightened even more, right?
Right.
But we saw Juan Soto play for the Yankees, where you would think there's even more pressure than the Mets. It's New York City, right? And so on and so forth. So I'm like, I was one of the people like, there's gonna be no adjustment. That's what frustrated me about that. Like, I got it, you know what I'm saying? And it was like I say all the time, people are like, oh my gosh, he's a bust. Guys, we got him for 15 years. If you're gonna say he's a bust after 2 months, 3 months, like, you don't pay off a $765 million contract in 2 months. You know what I'm saying? Like, it takes time.
Right.
You know? So
exactly.
one of the things that I hate the most, the back of the baseball card. I knew the back of the baseball card was going to be there, but this is what I always say. It's the same thing. Shout out to my guy Petey, who was here a little while ago. Only here because you here, Skills. There's tons of people that are only here because of you here. They're not here for me. Like Petey's my boy, but he don't watch. He saw I had Skills. I was like, oh shit, I gotta watch.
Petey, what's up, Petey?
Anyways, I'll be getting a text from Petey in a little while. And now for playing him out, there he goes. Oh no, that was from before. Don't do that shit, Kweisi. Like, he just put that up now. He probably not even watching no more. Gosh, now I forgot my train of thought. But the whole like adjustment thing and all that, I just didn't think it was gonna happen with him. But okay, the back of the baseball card. And why I got into PD is because PD always says, let's like before a series, before a 10-game stretch, before or after it. Well, if I would have told you we were going to go 6-4 on the West Coast trip, would you have signed up for it? And my parent answer is always this: no, I'm not signing up for anything. I need to know how we got there, right? So when you look at the back of the baseball card for Juan Soto right now in 2025, it looks pretty damn good.
Of course.
But if you watch the Mets on a night in and night basis,
you're like, that doesn't reflect what the fuck I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? There was a lot to be desired, like especially early on in the season. It got better. He got better with runners in scoring position. The entire team got better with runners in scoring position. Disclaimer: The Mets did not miss the playoffs solely because of Juan Soto. For those of you guys that are hard in hearing, that's not what we're
Right.
doing
So
here.
yeah,
We're
there's a
not putting
lot
all
of
the blame on
reasons
Juan
why
Soto.
they
The
missed
pitching
it.
sucked. Carlos Mendoza made mistakes. David Stearns didn't do good at the trade. All of that.
Right.
But we can only talk about one topic at a time. And right now we're talking about Juan Soto, and we were a little disappointed. And that's okay. It's okay. He's gonna be better. You
Of
can, if you
course.
play fantasy, you love the back of the baseball card.
Right.
I don't play
Right.
fantasy.
And
I'm
again,
a fan of the real life Mets.
it was his first year with the team.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
okay.
did we expect him to be great? Like
Hell
great.
yeah, I did.
Right. I mean, I get it. I do get it because of the fact, he just came because he got traded to the Yankees mid-season, no? Right? Because he wasn't, if I'm
Mm.
not mistaken.
No, before the season. Before the season. He played the whole year with the
He
Yankees.
was okay. That I don't remember that trade, but
Right.
even then, it's like 1 year. All right. But look who's on that team, though. You get me? To be
Even he
honest,
said it is different. Even he said it's different. It's different. And that was a
to be
problem.
honest, like, come on, you think he had the pressure that he has not? Well, when he got traded to the Mets, he had then. No, this pressure he had was, I think, 10 times more. I mean, he probably
Yeah.
at one point was like, "Yo, what the fuck? Hold on." This is not the feeling I got when I went to this other team, which is true because again, look who's on the team. And I'm not trying to play down with boys and trying to say like, yo, there's nobody in the team that,
But
like
now let me ask you this though, Skills. How much of that do you think was how things are handled over there and how things are handled over here with the Mets? Just not just the guy being there, but just how they operate in their clubhouse, how we talked about how we heard get over there and judge, and everybody's like, yo, just don't worry about it. We Gucci here.
word.
And
I
then
mean,
it seems like it come over here and it was a little icy, maybe.
that's what I'm saying. And again, we don't know. And this is us. We could be fucking probably telling whole fucking lines. This is probably not even the story. They probably not. None of this shit ever happened.
Right,
Like
right.
everybody was cool, but it's like, again, it's the New York Mets. We always talk shit about as much as we want, like, because let's be for real. I mean, the Mets are the Mets. I love this team, but everybody looks down on us. It's not like how it is with the Yankees. Like, you talk about the Mets and the Yankees. Come on, especially these Yankee fans. Anybody, even outside if they're not even a Yankee or Mets fan, everybody always offending the Yankees. They're always trying to downplay it. So I do feel also like when Juan Soto was here, like first got traded, I feel like that had a lot to do too. Like he really, I don't want to say he wanted to prove a point because I think he already proves a point on his own, like as a player. But I guess he also wanted to show like, okay, yeah, I went to the Mets. This is why, you know? And then who knows what happened along the way? Maybe he came with his energy and other people didn't like it, or I don't know. Who knows? You never know. You never know.
Let me
Or
tell you something,
maybe he
Skills.
didn't come with his energy and everybody in the clubhouse is hyping him up like, yo, bro, do you know who you are? You here. Like, you need it. Who knows? You get me? We would never know.
Listen, I'll be honest. I didn't like his energy.
Really?
I didn't like his energy.
Why?
I didn't like his lack of energy. It's what it seemed like sometimes. Like
You
it's
think
it's
it
it's
lacked energy or
it's
maybe
all it's all no.
like
Listen, who at the end of the day, again, it was lack of pitching. that's really what the hell happened with the team.
well
But
that's yo.
when
I
we're
need
talking
us
about
to
just him, right? When we're talking about
bro.
just him, and I plug these guys all the time. I plug these guys all the time. You probably know Abriendo el podcast, right? They do all these interviews with these players, right? They had the big Juan Soto interview. They had Vladdy before the season, all that good stuff. They had Gene Segura on not too long ago. So I watched that. Gene Segura himself was like, yo, I'm watching and I'm thinking, where's the guy they paid for? Where's the guy they gave $765 million to? Where's the shuffle? Where's the swag? This is another player saying this. Now some people say, oh, who the hell is Gene Segura? He's a bum, blah, blah, he's a hater. Because you can't criticize certain guys, right?
Right. Right, because there are all those
But
people, you talk one negative bad thing about a player and, oh, no, it's
yeah,
not the world.
and there's only certain players. It's only certain players you can't
Right.
criticize. Juan Soto, Francisco Lindor, Jalen Brunson, Carmelo Anthony. You know what I'm saying? I criticize all these motherfuckers. I don't give a damn. but, but that's my crazy ass. But I didn't like his flow or his energy or lack of energy. So I could understand it.
You
Maybe
think
that
it
happened.
was just like como like down, like it was on some whatever, or qué?
It just seemed like he didn't want to be a part of what was going on. You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? We know, and it's all silly stuff. It doesn't mean anything. But at the
Right.
same time, when these guys are together every day, and if we were excited and gave so much props to somebody like Jose Iglesias to the point where some people are like, oh my gosh, but you see, we should have brought him back. Go trade for Iglesias. Go this. We got to get Iglesias. We got to get go get JD Martinez to at least be the hitting coach. They were the ones that had the vibes. They had the clubhouse. They had this. But then when it seems like maybe that's not there, we can't talk about it. Nah, F that. I'm gonna talk about it. I don't care who
True.
doesn't like it. But it just felt like he didn't want to do the whole picture thing. You know what I'm saying? After the home run, he didn't want to do this home run celebration. He hits a
But then
home
again,
run.
that's new to him though, too. At least with us. You know,
Yeah,
it's new. So
but
it's
think
like,
about this, skills. What whenever you saw Juan Soto on the Padres, on the Nationals, on the Yankees, did he not seem like he was down with whatever celebrations was going on or anything?
true, true. I guess how I just saw it was only because the moments that you talk about how Han Soto looked like that, I did see that in the beginning when he wasn't producing what we
Hmm.
wanted. But then after a while, I did see him trying to get into it, you know, because I'm not gonna lie, remember there was at one point in time that everybody was talking about how he's not doing his shuffle anymore when he goes up
Right.
to that. I'm not gonna lie, that at one point I was like, I was quiet about it, but I did notice it. That I was like, I wonder what that means. Like, why did you stop doing that? Is it because you're just not feeling how you're playing right now, you know, at the moment when they start bringing that up? Or is that something you don't want to do here now? Like, you get me? I don't know. It was like a lot of things that I'm like, so I could kind of agree with you a little bit on that. That did put a question on Mark that it was like, so you happy to be here or you not happy to be here? Like, what's up? You know, what was up with that? What
Right.
was up? And
And
then
to me, it wasn't.
eventually, yeah, like all that shit went away, and it's like, was that just a moment thing, or is there a little bit more backstory to that?
Yeah, and shout out to Ortiz who says the money turns Soto to business Soto because I was thinking the same thing. Maybe you know
True.
he was trying to be like professional and but like not just be yourself, my guy. And you know, it's gonna take a while. You come into a new team, and maybe he put the pressure on himself, and it's all fair too. And what the hell I'm gonna be shuffling about when I don't feel good at the plate right now. And I think he even said that at one point, like I'm not feeling it, like you know what I'm saying.
Right.
And to me, that's all understandable. But as a fan, an
Yeah.
emotional fan, someone that wears his emotion on his sleeves, you're not doing all of this stuff. You're not seeming to be part of the team. You know you hit a home run or somebody you're on base, somebody hits a home run, and you're in the dugout. You don't even wait for them like everybody else does. You know what I'm saying? And you always did that before the handshakes, the thing with Judge, right? And then later on, he was doing that with Pete. Like he would wait if Pete hit a home run, he was on base.
Yeah.
He would wait for Pete at home plate, and he would do the low five that they was doing. But like Pete was the only one that he was doing that with. That stuff bothered me. And then at the same time, you're not getting the job done with runners in scoring position and so on and so forth. And I'm talking about early on in the season. So
That
yeah,
was
I was
frustrated. I
I
remember
was a
hearing
little
that, and that
disappointed
used
and
to piss
frustrated with
me
all that.
the fuck off. That would be like, bro, why is this running on base? And what are you doing, bro? Like, what? Like,
Yeah, and again, it wasn't
I
him. It
did
wasn't
question it a
him.
lot. I'm like, yo, do you really want to be here? Because I'm happy you here. Like, fuck the haters. Like, there was people who was like, oh, that's it. I don't like the Mets because Juan Soto's on it. Like, I literally had a homeboy message me say that. He's like,
Wait,
yo,
what?
I am not a Mets fan no more because Juan Soto's on his team. I don't know what was his beef. I was like, okay, whatever. I mean, I think he's fine, but whatever. And it's like I would never
Yeah,
understand little stuff like that. Like,
that's an odd one. That's an odd one right there. Like,
yo,
I'm
but I'm
sorry.
telling you, Hector, on a lot of my timeline too, like not even just like DMs too. Like I said, like a homeboy hitting me up. Like I did see that at least on my freaking timeline, my algorithm on it. I did see a lot of people be like that. That I was kind of surprised because I'm like, I don't understand the beef
Well, I know a
with.
lot of people were a little upset with the contract and how that played out, and a lot of the
I understand, yeah,
nonsense
the
that
money
came
wise, but it's
out.
like going that far. No, but like a lot of I remember not seeing anything so much about the contract. It was literally him as a player. And it was just like, whoa, what's so wrong with him? And then when he started, like I said, when everything started in the season, I was questioning a little. But then when things picked up, I was like, whatever. It is what it is. I was
Right.
like, we're never gonna know. They're never gonna say because even there is an issue. Come on, are we ever gonna find out? No. We go
Not
back
really.
some good source to tell us if there was ever an issue and
Yeah,
leave that
and
out.
then and people they're gonna deny it anyway. Some are gonna believe it, some not gonna believe it, and we'll never really know. That's why I like that at the end of the podcast because a lot of those guys they talk about stuff that happens, inside that
Yeah,
you don't really know about, and they say stories and stuff, and you're like, whoa, okay, that
right.
really did happen, or that's how that went down. All right. Oh, really? You guys almost came to blows in the clubhouse. Okay,
Right. Yeah.
interesting.
I be like hearing those stories. I'm not gonna lie. That, but like,
Yeah, yeah.
what? And y'all kept this on the low for this long.
Yeah. No, it'd be good stuff. But to close on the whole Soto bash session, so we could give the people a break.
Hey,
I'm
I know. Yeah.
confident.
Next
That,
topic.
yeah, I'm confident that he's gonna bounce back and have an even better year. Because at the end of the day, listen, yes, the back of the baseball card. Who's gonna complain about 41 home runs? I
Right.
forget how many RBIs and all that good stuff. I'd like to see a little bit higher batting average and all that good stuff. But I know that he'll come back and have an even better year, feel more comfortable now.
Right.
We'll
I was just about
we'll
to say.
see
I'm
they
like,
bring his little compadre back, Starlin Marte, which he's talking about. We gotta bring him back. They should put this guy in the coaching staff or something because I don't know if we should give him a
no.
roster spot.
I love Unc. I love Marte. I love him. Love him. But we need him on the. I don't know. I think
Yeah.
time. I
That-
think it's time. Like I don't know what. Like I want him with the Mets. I don't know what we're gonna do with him, but I want him with the Mets. But I don't think he needs to be on this roster anymore. Like I think
yeah. Yeah, I don't
he
know.
did come in clutch a few times, but nah. I think his time is up with be on the
Yeah,
roster.
listen,
I
I
think it's
guess
up.
it's as a 26 man, depending on what else they do with the roster, maybe you know what I'm saying. But no, but as we move on, you know who we do need, and you kind of alluded to. So I want to get your thoughts on it real quick. We've spoken about Pete. We know how you feel about Pete, but someone who I think we need and whom I don't like where the replacement may come from, and all like it's a waste of fucking time to me, and I'm upset that it's even gone this far. Skills, to be honest with you. Edwin Diaz. Where is skills on Edwin Diaz?
Yo,
If I need
I'm
to even ask,
nervous.
if I need
Especially
to
the
even
last thing I read that he said it's 50-50. Like I didn't try to want to read too much into what he said because at the end of the day, let's be for real. Is he really gonna say it, without actually being official? Like yes or no? He's not, So I just feel like he's just gonna, there's certain things that they are trained to say, like this is how you gotta say it, to keep everybody guessing. And who knows, maybe there is something in work, but it's not written down for him to be like, yo, either way, I want Edwin back. I don't know. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know. It's honest between him and Pete. Those are the two players right now that I'm like, yo, fuck everybody else. I don't know. I don't know what we gotta do. Do it. Stern, Uncle Steve, everybody in this organization. I don't know what we gotta do. Do it to get them back, especially Diaz. Like no. Who's gonna be our reliever then? Like somebody we cash. Like not trying to play everybody else, but it's like, come on.
well, we got Richard Lovelady back.
Like I don't know. I think we need to bring him back.
No, I'm
I
with
do
you.
know they've already given them the offers, right? Something like that. I read like I don't be knowing this baseball lingo yet, so I'll be trying.
No. Well, he has a qualifying offer. If you're
Okay.
referring to that, yeah, he has the qualifying offer, which means if anybody else signs him, we get a compensatory pick in the draft and all that good stuff. He could come back for that 1 year, but why the hell is he gonna do that when he fucking just opted out of 38 million? He's not gonna take a 1 year, $22 million deal. Plus, he's
Okay.
not in a position to take a prove it deal. Like he's not like Pete. He's gonna have suitors. I could see the Blue Jays and Ken Rosenthal has talked about it.
Yo,
Definitely going. I could definitely see that happening. I would never put it past the Dodgers. I wouldn't even put it past the damn Yankees.
yo,
You know what I'm
look,
saying? And in my opinion, and listen, the Padres closer Suarez, who some people talk about, maybe we bring him in to replace Diaz. So maybe the Padres go and go after Diaz. They've never been hesitant to give anybody any money and to bring more guys in. So, like you, when I heard the whole 50-50 thing, I didn't like it. It made me a little uneasy. I
right,
understand it. And it could also be talk, but why is he talking like that, right? We saw
right,
last
right,
time he was
yeah.
a free
It's
agent.
hard to
It
not get
happened
too
quick.
deep into it and be like, but why you say it like that? Why you said
Yeah.
50? Is it a
Well,
yes
it was the
or
last
no?
time he was a free agent, he signed in that window that they have is a 5 day window after the World Series where teams can talk to their own free agents, only the team that the player was
Oh,
on, right?
okay,
And
I
he
didn't know
signed his
that.
contract last time within that window.
Oh,
And I
did
thought
he?
that
I don't remember that. So okay,
yeah, I thought maybe we could get a little bit of the same, right? But we know now it's David Stearns. And listen, I know people get a little bent out of shape about this, but until he changes the narrative, until he shows otherwise, he's gonna be known as the guy who was a mid-market GM, the guy who doesn't like to sign closers or relievers past a certain age or past a certain length of contract, the guy who doesn't like a Pete Alonso type. You know what I'm saying?
right.
That's the narrative right now. Only David Stearns could change that narrative.
That's true. That's
You understand what I'm saying? So
question.
are these the reasons why Edwin Diaz is talking like that? Is this
So
the reason why they're making sure that they're talking about other teams? Because his agent is telling me, listen, this is not Billy Epper who last time gave us what we wanted right away.
right. So not
This
so
is
that
this
was
guy.
gonna be my question right now. So it's like, do you also think between Edwin and Pete opting out of their contract, does it also have to do something with Juan Soto be on his team with his contract?
Absolutely not. I don't think so. It's just they're gonna opt out regardless,
You think
especially Pete.
so?
Yeah, especially Pete.
Okay.
Pete's been wanted. Pete turned down 7 for 154, whatever the hell it was, right?
Yeah.
At that time, depending on who you spoke to, is it because he wanted more years? Maybe it was more money. Maybe it was a little bit of both, right? They forced him into this stupid 2 years with an opt out $54 million contract.
Yeah.
And he has the year that he has, he was going to opt out regardless. And Diaz, he's the top closer in the game. For
Right.
me, skills, I think Diaz doesn't opt out because he wants to. He opts out because his agent advises him that he's what he needs to do. The
I mean,
Players Association. The
I don't
Players
think
Association is probably there, like, yo, Edwin, we need you to opt out for the other guys. You know how these guys work.
yeah,
Set the
yeah, yeah.
standard for the next guys after you. Set the bar. Raise the bar for the next guy after you. So
Yeah.
I don't think it's Edwin. I don't think it has anything to do with Soto.
Well,
They
not
has.
specifically with Soto, but the contract. Because like given to anybody, if anybody else would have had got that contract, it's like we think they would have opted out. Because I mean, I get it. At the end of the day, money is money. You can love a team forever, but it's like if you see your teammate getting more and somewhere else is offering you more and probably something better, why not? Like I get it. It sucks. But it's just like, damn, bro, can you not
Right,
please
and then they had the ability to do it,
tell me?
right? So like it would have been something else if they didn't have those opt outs and you start hearing rumblings like, oh, Peter Laus was not happy with his contract or Eddie is not happy with his contract. They're trying to get them like, wait a minute, what the hell are you doing? You signed a contract, you know what I'm saying?
Right, right,
But
right, right.
they have these opt outs already built in for a reason, and
Yeah.
99.9% of players are going to take the opt out if they perform. Now, the guys that
Right.
don't perform, like a Frankie Montas, he's not going to opt out. He's going to keep the $17 million and get paid for free to do nothing to rehab on our fucking dime, you
Literally.
know?
Which is
But
crazy. Which that's crazy to me.
um, you've kind of thrown it out there. So let me ask you, with all of these things going on, with all the things that we need, right? Well, we got this. The Mets have so much to do. Some people say the Mets got so much to fix, so much to do. The pitching, they need a center fielder. They got to figure out the infield, third base, second base, all of that stuff. Where's Skill's confidence in David Stearns right now and
I
just the
don't
Mets in general, but
I
mainly like the front
don't
office, David.
know. I'm nervous because it's like, all right, well, during the season when you had your chance, you know what we needed. We needed pitching. Okay, I'm happy we brought up all these rookies and all this stuff, but bro, really, at the end of the season, where it matters the most, for real, this is what we was doing, and it's like, I don't know. I'm nervous. Then again, I do want to be confident and just be like, yo, just, the same way I am with the Knicks and their owner and all this good stuff. You know, I want to say the same thing over here. Like,
You're confident in those guys?
a little bit. Now we're getting there. But now with the Mets, it's like, I want to put it in. I mean, okay, clearly they seen how far we could go. Yeah, this team needs a lot of work. Like, I feel definitely a lot of work. It needs to get together like ASAP. But I'm trying my hardest to put my trust in Stern and just like, you know what? Whatever he does, even if it doesn't make sense to us, because I like to be like that. It may not make sense to us right now, but we're gonna
Right,
see it later.
right,
Oh, that's why. Because usually
right,
that doesn't happen.
right.
I'm gonna say as a rent because I mean, I don't know. It's scary.
Well,
Like,
I'll be honest. I'll be honest, Skills. This is what I say, right? No matter what they do, my dope ass is gonna react, right? That's what we do here at Blunt Thoughts. We react. A lot of
right.
times we overreact. We maybe should not react so quick, but then it's not no fun for you guys, for the viewers. So we gotta react. That's what the people like. They like raw reaction. But I'm gonna get behind whatever the hell they do. Right? I'm gonna root for it to work because at the end of the day, I need David Stearns to succeed. I need Carlos Mendoza to succeed. I need Steve Cohen to succeed. If they succeed, that means we're good. If we're good, we hopefully win a damn World Series. That's what we want at the end of the day. We're gonna
Exactly.
debate. We're gonna like. We're not gonna like. We're gonna whatever. But as long as it leads to a World Series, you're right. We're gonna be like, oh, good job. What I'm having
Exactly.
a hard time now is being where I was last off season and even early on during the season where I was like, you know what? Nah, chill, y'all. We got to give them the benefit of the doubt. Look what they did in 2024. How can we lose our minds? If you watch the 2024 Mets, you can't go crazy now. Well, look where it led to us.
I
That's
know.
what I'm having a hard time with right now is having that total, like just giving the benefit of the doubt on everything, no matter what. Like I think it's gonna be a little bit different this year. I need to see like some real stuff. And then again, at the end of the day, I'm gonna root for whatever they do. I'm gonna get behind it, but it better freaking work.
Of course, because at this point, it's like, look, how I see it is next season comes and all the moves they do, if none of this shit works, if we don't, honestly, I feel like things might really start to happen if we don't make this postseason again for this following
Oh
year.
God, please do not say that to me.
But let's be for real. I mean, I'm not saying that we're not, because obviously the season has never
That
started,
can't
hasn't even
happen.
started yet. But
That
let's be
that
for
can't
real. If
happen.
for whatever reason we don't make this postseason, bro, shit's about to go down.
No,
I feel
listen.
like a lot of shit is gonna go down that we're gonna be like, the fuck. And I hope it's good. What the fuck? I mean, it sucks with the bad to have the bad come with the good, but it's like, you know what to say. Sometimes maybe that's what it takes. I mean, but whatever. I hope whatever moves we do now, it works out. Cause I don't want to do what we, like I want to get on the high again. Like I said at the beginning, we came off on a high. I want to be on a high. Like I want to show everybody this team, like, yo, this team is still good. Like everybody knows what's needed and they went and looked for it and fixed it. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see, oh, we got little projects here. Let's figure this out here. No, bro. I'm tired of
Nah,
it.
Now that to me that time for that is over. Like the
Right.
whole
Like
evaluation thing and all that. Like to me, this is a pivotal offseason in so many ways, skills. First of all, we're gonna find out how much David Stearns is really in charge, right?
true.
Because we're gonna see all of these things that we know about him or his resume or whatever the narrative around him that he doesn't like to do these things. If he really doesn't like to do them, if he's really steadfast, like yo, I'm not giving somebody like Edwin Diaz, let's say, more than 3 years, and
Yo,
and he gets 4 or 5 years, is Steve Cohen going to allow him to do that? If he says I'm not giving Pete Alonso more than 3 years, and Pete is able to get 5 or 6 years somewhere, is Steve Cohen going to allow that to happen? Then we're
right.
going to
That
know,
was
okay,
gonna
you
be
know
my
what?
thing. Like,
David Stearns really has autonomy. Well, you know what, David Stearns, whatever your pivot is, it better freaking work.
right.
It better work. To me, he's on a 2 year leash from this point on. I need results in the next 2 years. I'm not gonna say I
Two
need a World
years?
Series win. Yes,
One
2 years.
year? Okay, okay.
I'm not gonna say I need no. I need to make the playoffs next season. I'm not. I want it next year. I want it every year. Skills. I want to win every year. But I'm trying to be realistic, right?
No,
I
yeah,
need in the next 2 years to feel like you know what?
we're getting there.
Okay, this guy is he's the man for the job.
Right.
Whether we made another NLCS, we made back-to-back playoffs, and we got to a World Series and lost. I need that. I can't win 80 some games and not make a playoffs, or have another one make a playoffs, not make it. I cannot have that. I
Hell yeah.
cannot have.
Yeah, I definitely that's my thing too for this coming season. That it's like I don't, especially. I mean, okay. I mean, it's hard because I want to say, oh, I don't want to start bad like how we did, but it's like I feel with these Mets, it's hard because like we could start so good and then somewhere they're gonna just collapse, and it's like, bro, why you always collapse when y'all don't need to collapse? Like this is not when I need y'all. But overall, like I wish though for this coming year that this team honestly holds it together, keep it together. Don't lose out of gas midway either. You know, because I feel like this team always does that. And I don't know why. I don't know why. And it's like, bro, I need y'all to get it together. Just don't lose gas. Have fun. That's the main thing. Have fun. Stop fucking being frustrated on shit that I don't need to be frustrated on. And let's make it to the postseason. Let's make it to the World Series. Like, I don't even, I hate to say this. I don't care if we make it to the World Series and we lose. It's the fact that, yo, we made it. We could go there.
Well, again, going back to my guy Petey is how we lost though.
Yes.
But you're right. You're right. Like you
Because
mentioned,
listen, but that's what I mean with the whole thing. Because listen, if there's no way we're gonna make the World Series. And you're gonna tell me we win one game and guess what? Nah, bro. I'm gonna be tight with the team. I'm gonna be
it can
tight.
happen.
I'm gonna be
Yeah,
tight.
that's what I'm
And if we
saying. Like,
lose on stupid errors, mistake. No. I'm
right.
gonna be tight. I'm gonna be tight because it's like, bro, there's all right. So now that happens. I'm really gonna sit here and question the whole organization. Like, bro, so what happened? How is it that we make it and this is the shit? Like, we act like, I'm sorry, like we're not a good baseball team. Like, come on, no. But
Nah,
I
for
do
sure.
want them to just get it together. Like, just have fun. Like, all this bullshit. Okay, yeah, this season passed. Whatever happened, happened. It is what it is. Yo, next season, I need them to just get it together a little bit more than what they had this season. You know, stop with the bullshit. Stop being so stressed about bullshit. Just go out there, have fun, guys. Maybe that's what I feel also too. I don't know about you, Hector, if you felt like that, but I felt like this season they weren't having so much fun until towards the end of the
Well,
season.
but that's what I'm saying. That's what we was alluding to before with the whole Soto conversation and
Right,
the subtraction of Iglesias and all that stuff, and maybe him coming in and not getting involved with what was already going on. So maybe that made the guys a little uncomfortable.
yeah,
Like, damn,
it
like
could
what?
be.
Like,
But I
so
hope
that
whatever
I
that
mean,
shit happen,
and
bro.
we
Just
saw like he talked about it himself. The whole Marte and Marte talked about it himself. How he had to push him to do certain things and make him be more involved because he's more of a little he's a little bit of a loner, and that's okay. At the end of the day, they just go out there and get the job done, right? At the
right,
end of the day, just go out and get the job done. That's what we care about. But you know what? I hope to go a long way with all of that is what we've talked about, is what my guy Junior is saying right here. It's talent. We need better talent. We need better players. We need better performance, right? We need the guys here to be better. Like David Stearns keeps saying that they expect him to be better.
But it's like I need them to be better. Do what you gotta. I
And
don't
we
know,
need
sir. Whatever it is you gotta do, go do it.
right,
Bring us
like
people. Come on, I want to see a World Series and I want us to win.
to
It's
the
like
point, and I guess it's to my point of the next 2 years and making the playoffs and all of that stuff. Junior says Mets currently built are in a playoff team without a tremendous amount of luck. Well, we need to you know what they say, right? You make your own luck too, right? Put in the work so that our luck gets a little bit better. So we get into spots where we do have good luck. And that's what we need to find out this offseason with David Stearns. Is is he gonna have the full autonomy to do what the hell he wants? Is he gonna be able to come out of his comfort zone of only giving these small contracts and not giving large commitments, not giving big money? Because eventually he's gonna have to get out of that a little bit. And I
right.
don't totally disagree with all of his skills. I told you I hate the long-term contracts too, but I also understand that sometimes you got to give that little uncomfortable contract. You can tell me, well, he already did one with Juan Soto. No, 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 no. I don't count that one. That was gonna happen regardless. And in my opinion, if it was up to David Stearns, he doesn't give Juan Soto that contract. And if that's the
You
contract that would
think
have taken
so?
to have, I,
Yeah.
I, I listen. I don't care if him, Steve Cohen, both sit in front of me and tell me, Hector, that is not the case. That was, I just don't believe it, man. I just don't believe it. I don't think he would have done it. The same thing with Pete's contract. If it was up to him, we wouldn't have. Well, no, Pete's contract he would have taken. That's more
Yeah.
along his line.
That
That
wasn't
2 year opt out, very little commitment, and all that good stuff. Um, but it's almost an hour, and I talk too damn much. And I know there's Nick fans in here. Is like, yo, how you gonna bring my homie skills in here like the and you ain't talking no goddamn Knicks? You're terrible. I apologize. I apologize to everybody in the chat. The
we got
chat
carried
is
away.
fucking flowing. It's insane. And I always say we're gonna get to the comments, and we never can because I just talk too much. We'll try to, but I can't keep skills here all night. She's got shit to do, you know what I'm saying? And she's a working woman. But let's get your thoughts on these Knicks. How does Skills then? We know Mama Skills made you a Mets fan. Who the hell made Skills a huge ass Knicks fan?
This is funny. It was actually my kid's father.
There we go.
My kid's father is the one when we was dating many moons ago. He was into basketball, and it just so happened to be the Knicks. So obviously, when you're in a relationship, what you try to do, see the same thing with your man is seeing. So at the time, I would literally sit there and just watch him all the time, just watching these goddamn games. I became a fan, and even after, we broke up, I still a fan. And it's funny because now, not saying that he's not a fan, but he barely knows anything about the Knicks versus me here. I could tell him everything. Like I'll sit here and tell him.
It's you here creating content about the Knicks.
All right, and he'll be like, "What?" But no, so that's how I became a Knicks fan. Kid's father, love it, and I don't even know how I got stumbled into Knicks Twitter, but this was many moons ago. I stumbled into Knicks Twitter, and because of meeting Knicks Twitter, meeting other friends, having one of my homegirls, Nikki, who's like my sis, meeting you, Hector, too, from just there being at one of the Knicks games playoff. Literally, I grew even more to loving the Knicks more and actually be more like actually watching the games, because I'm not gonna lie, before then, I would know, I would read more about it. I'll watch highlight. I wouldn't watch so much of the games. I would just watch highlight, read about it. But ever since getting into Knicks Twitter and all that good stuff, I'm back. I do watch these games. I will say I have been slacking again this season. Last season I slacked totally, but this season I have been slacking. That I'm so mad. Is that now I feel like I'm so old that I can't stay up and watch these games.
For real.
Just this last game that we had, that my ass fell asleep by the third quarter and I missed everything. Cat has a good game. It's a Shamit game. He had 36 points. Bro, missed all the good things. But I love how this team is so far. I mean, I know Knicks Twitter been crashing out when we're losing all that stuff, which is granted. There has been a few games. It's kind of been disappointing. And right now we have out. Brunson and OG. If I'm not,
OG's out, yeah.
Yeah, that they're out. But again, even when the season just started, I wish people would stop crashing out, because again, this is a whole new team. It's not the same team how it was last year. And I actually do like this team. You know, I will say the only person that has me a little questioning is Kat, how everything's going. And then if you know from my show how they like to say Mitch is my favorite player. Yeah, not for nothing.
God.
I'm sorry. It's time to get Mitch out. I don't know what we doing, what we got to do. It's time to get him out. I don't know. Like, I love you,
Mitch,
Mitch.
really? Oh man, Eddie doesn't want to hear that. Eddie wants to give Mitch like 4 years, 60 million, and all of this crazy.
Eddie,
I'm
well,
like,
I
Eddie,
don't
hold up,
know what you
hold
see.
up.
I've been saying this since last year.
I mean,
like,
listen, on the boards, what he does is great. I just don't trust the guy. I don't trust him, and his game just frustrates the hell out of me. I'm not a Mitch guy, but
no, I'm just
whatever.
over it. I'm
I
just
appreciate
over
what
it.
he does, though.
Bro, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just him or I don't know what is up with Mitch. Just him always fucking getting hurt. That's what I don't trust. It's like, look, the whole off season or summer, everybody's hype about him. DK, he's gonna start first game. Yeah, Mitch is not playing. Bro, what? Why? What happened? No, you got hurt. How you got hurt? Like, you gotta live in a bubble and then, because at this point it's crazy how many
Yeah,
times
and that's like kind of what worries me too. Is like, yo, because people talk about how big he is a big part of what we do, and if we're gonna
Yes.
get to where we want to get to, and it's like
Look,
I can't count on him though. I
when
can't
Mitch
count.
plays, he plays. When he's good, he plays. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and downplay Mitch and make it seem like I just want him off the team because there's only injuries and he's not a good player. No, he really is. He is a good player. Like, I can't take that away from him. But right now, I feel like how this team is going. I'm sorry, bro. Mitch just gotta go, bro. I don't know where. I don't know, or like keep him there on the next team for something else, but just not on the fucking roster. But Mitch, love you, bro. But I think your time is really coming up with me. Like, if I hear some trade talk, yes, trade him. Go put him in package.
Listen, I feel the same way. I'm not a Mitch guy. I have a running joke in one of my group chats with some of my peoples and shit, where I'm always like, Mitch this, Mitch that. So, and some of it is just for fun, and some of it is like, because I just don't trust him. But I can see that obviously down on the Mets, and right now we're just in a pause with the Mets, right? We're in a wait and see, but obviously down on the 25 Mets and all that. But you're obviously high on this New York Knicks. What do the Knicks need to do in order for, besides obviously winning a finals, that a lot of people expect the Knicks to win this year because of the injuries around the league and all of that good stuff, and the new coach and all of that? Let's back it up. How did you feel about let me hear your thoughts on the coaching change real quick. Tibbs to Mike Bannon, and how's that playing out?
I'll be 100% honest. When it comes to coaches, I don't be knowing about shit. So I'm not going to sit here and act like I know about shit. I do this shit on my show too, because especially when they start talking about these numbers, bro, yeah, everybody loses me when y'all do all this shit. Well, coach, look, as so far with Mike Brown, I think he's been fine. I said this in one of my shows. This is the first, again, everything. It's the first season with him with this team. Look, first few games, how many what was it? I think was it the first game? Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, he had 11 players playing. Since when? And then, to be honest, how every game's been going, bro, let's be for real. Tibbs was on this team. No, y'all think Shaman would have had 36 points? Never.
Shaman probably would have 36 minutes for the year.
Right. It's like, look, how we never knew how all these players that are coming out and players that we've been already had on the team, Shaman, Deuce. Like, Deuce, yo, I fucking love Deuce right now coming off the bench. Yo, this man, shout out to my girl Riri, because that's her man. Bro, Deuce, yo, has improved. He surprised me in a good way from this year. And it's like, so this is what we've been holding back. Like, I don't know. I can't say nothing too negative about the coach right now. I like how he's been playing this team, these matchups and everything, and who fits on the floor with who too, which I like. I don't know if everybody's been peeping. I've been peeping a little that, like, I do be seeing he tries to, okay, if this is the clique that sticks together, he goes to that. At least that's what I've been seeing. But I can't complain until later down, I guess, in a row when it actually matters. Not saying right now it doesn't matter, but when it actually like, okay, yo, it's grind time. Like these games must be win. I think that's where I'm interested to see more when the pressure is really on, to see how is he really going to be. Are you going to stick to your old ways, your own old ways that you have already from the beginning of the season? Are you going to stick to I think this is what works? Or are you going to be that coach, what I feel like I'm seeing right now? Yo, you're going to keep trying, keep experimenting. I mean, this is your team, no? Like, you got to see what works. You can't just sit there and be like, oh, these same players, like how Tibbs was, 7-man rotation. Like, bro.
And then when you needed the guys, they would step up with some of them, and then you would bury them right away when you didn't need them anymore. That it never made sense to me. So my whole thing was I just didn't like how it all went down and how the search went. And I'm not sure I would have gone to Mike Brown, but I'm not really into these coaches as much as I used to.
I'm not. Listen.
But it was like, if we're gonna fire Tibbs, you better have somebody like ready to go.
Right. And my thing
is, have tampered the whole Jason Kidd thing. If that's what you wanted, you should have tampered and made sure you could have got him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
Right. And my whole thing is, as a fan, I'm always gonna stand right behind whoever we have on our team. Fuck that. Yes. I'm always down until you give me a reason not to anymore.
Agreed.
As of right now, I can't say shit. I want to see how this first season goes too. I want to see how this coach is going to be when the pressure is on. I want to see that for myself until I can start saying, okay, no, you know what, Hector, I don't like about X, Y, and Z. Like I didn't like this about this coach. This coach is doing this dumb shit, whatever the case is, But until then, it's just like, listen, we got this coach. It's been working. I don't see the world complaining about this coach. And I hope it stays like that. And I hope he just does what he has to do, which is get the Knicks into a fucking playoff and get us a chip. Because we need to. We this year has to be the year for us. It has to.
I'm with that. I gotta be honest though, man. I've been like a bad Knicks fan the last few years. And it's like this season I haven't really watched any games. I had just like you, when I fall asleep. Sometimes it just doesn't match up with what the hell I'm doing because I'm all over the place. But a lot of it has to do with, like you said, right? There's times where you turned off the Knicks, the Mets, and then you came back and all that good stuff. And props to you. I meant to say, because you said your baby daddy got you into the Knicks, and then you didn't end it there. Like I've said, yo, if you don't know, SzSkiillz is a fan. She's just not a fan. Like, she goes to these games, both Knicks and Mets. Not one game a year. Not, you know what I'm saying? One game a month. Like, she's at these games, parties.
I do try to definitely go, especially the Knicks. Okay, maybe stop going to the games in Madison because these prices in Madison be crazy. But I do try to be out there. But yes, I do. I love these. I love both teams. And I'm always going to root. This team gets me depressed. They get me sad. But I'm always going to root for both these teams.
Like you said, toxic relationship.
Yes, it really is. It really is. Because again, like I said,
we refuse to get out of it. But
yes, like look, I thought I was getting out of it for a few years. We're both team. And look who came back to it. Now look who's more of a fan that I'm like, nope, never doing this thing again. Look, George. I'm with George. He doesn't watch sports. He'll keep up with it a little bit. Like, you could definitely have a conversation. He'll keep up with it. But because of me, he's keeping up now with both the Mets and the Knicks. I'm the one who makes him do all this stuff, And it's like, listen, you're going to be around me. Even my own homegirls. I have homegirls like, yo, they're not into sports at all. Guess who'll be dragging them to these games? Both games. Both Mets and Knicks games. So you're going to be around me and you're not into sports. Trust me, I'm either going to get you into sport or you can hold conversation with people because this is what my life is. I love it. I hear it sometimes.
I love it. I hear that. I love it.
You'll see me tweet, and talk like, yo, I hate it here. Fuck this team.
Of course. Of course. That's the whole part of it. That's part of being in a toxic relationship. I hate you. Get out of here. Get out of my face. I was gonna say, like, you know what I'm saying? When you're toxic, sometimes you time out, like you tune it off, and obviously with sports is a little bit more. And I guess again, just getting to where I've been a bad Knicks fan. I've been a casual. Shout out to the homie Tony. Tony probably called me a casual. Tony, I'm sorry, man. I love my Knicks, man, but I don't
It's
give a damn.
holding a
I'm
casual.
not. I'm not a casual. I'm just scarred. I'm scarred. I'm scarred. I'm super scarred with all of these teams. And but who didn't turn off the Knicks for the better part of like 20 years almost, right? When they just stunk for year after year after year after year.
That was when
And
I
then you know it got a little exciting with the Stoudemire and those guys, and then we got Melo and we got hype, and then we drafted KP, and it was like, who the hell is this guy? And then he starts playing, and you get excited. I remember there was one time in one of my group chats, I forget what game it was. And I'm screaming in the group chat, KP, 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 going crazy, and they let us down. They let us down against the Heat at that time. Now the Pacers be kicking our ass. The fucking Hawks, all the way with Trey Young and all of that. And it's like, my gosh. And then the 22 Mets just like destroyed me. And I don't think I have recovered. I don't think I've recovered from the 22 Mets.
No,
And it's just because I love the Mets so much that I still am able to get into them. But after that 22 season, the 23 next season, I could not get into it at all. I couldn't get into anything. And it was like, yo, how can I break up with these stupid Mets and jump into another relationship with the Knicks? Or even back with the 24 Mets and so on and so forth. To the point, skills where last season when the Knicks, because even last year I'm still, and I don't want to get into it, but there's things about the Knicks that I don't like. With the way they play, you know what I'm saying? Like I recognize
I couldn't get into the Knicks too much. Like I watched some games, you know, because of my show, because I gotta know what the fuck I'm talking about too. I can't stay here and be like, I'm gonna do the show.
But to me, it was like, yo, because I was like, gosh, hold on. Are we gonna fucking win the finals? And I'm not gonna be watching, or like I'm not gonna be part of this. Like, no. So I started watching, and then what hurt me last year too is I'm in optimum coverage now. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, Heights all day, every day, but I'm not in the Heights right now. I got Optimum. Optimum didn't have the Knicks, so I wasn't watching the games in the beginning of the year last year. So all of that, like, it was just like, and then the Mets again, disappointing. And not disappointing, it was good because the Mets was good, but just, you know, losing to the Dodgers.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna lie, I did, Knicks season didn't start for me until I honestly felt mentally ready from the Mets. Because I was so on this high with the Mets, and then when they lost, it was just like, yo, I actually don't want to know shit about shit.
Yeah, talk about that. Talk about that. We were even at fucking the watch parties at City Field. We met up at like one or two of those too.
Yo, guys, that shit was live. Like, yo, I remember I was telling George, like, I remember the last game that we went to, me and George as the watch party thing, that I was there. I literally was high as hell, and I'm sitting there with him, and I'm just like, yo, this shit fucking sucks. I'm like, this is it? Like, this is how we lost? Like, the season's over? He's like, yeah, babe, that's it. Like, you know, and I'm like, nah. And I'm there just, everybody's leaving, and I'm just there, like, looking at this big ass the sign that they put on Citi Field where it says "Thank you, fans." Then I'm like, "Yo, fuck yeah, fuck this."
That was depressing. Walking out of there that day was definitely depressing.
It was. And I couldn't even get into the Knicks season because it was just like I don't care. And I tried watching games, and I just couldn't even get into it until like I don't even know. Like later on, I think towards the end of November is when I actually started watching last season. And I'm not gonna front this season too. I've been a little bit better, but I've been slacking a little. I promise I gotta stay up to watch these games because I'm missing a lot.
To the Met fans that are complaining about the Knicks conversation, which is just like only one of you. Sorry, not sorry. You guys are lucky that Blood Thoughts hasn't had more Knicks conversation just because I've been stuck on the Knicks thing. To my guy Darren, man, appreciate you once again for the contribution. For everybody that doesn't know and you don't know, all that super chat and all that good stuff is open. If you want, not a big deal, but we appreciate it. I was gonna say something else. Well, obviously there was another question regarding the Mets about a trade. I see you keep asking me, Frank. Shout out to Frank. You keep asking me about a trade. You know, Listen, these trades. I think you said McNeil and Tong and somebody else for
Oh
a
my
pitcher.
god.
Who's the pitcher? You know what I'm saying? Are you talking about for Paul Skeens? Trade almost the whole damn team. You know, we're talking about Tarek Scuba. Trade
Uh,
almost the whole damn team. Keeping in mind that he's gonna be a free agent. So what are you gonna do? But as we get ready to get out of here, because I gotta get skills out of here and I gotta get the hell out of here. I'm starving. I gotta go get me something to eat. Um, obviously, like I said, you are high in the Knicks, but I think I was gonna ask you what's a successful season for the Knicks this year, short of an NBA Finals win of championship, or is a championship a bust?
right. I honestly going on the wave, but I think I want to say I think I can say that. I keep I think I could honestly say that for this year. I think it's championship or bust. Even if we don't get to the champion, I do want to get to the Eastern Conference final again. Because why not? Why not make it at least all the way up to there? You know, if we don't get it to a chip, at least get it up to there. It just shows like, yo, at least we're getting to the freaking playoffs.
Yeah, you want progress. It's like the same thing with the Mets. Maybe it was unfair for us to expect the Mets to do the same thing that they did in 24 because it was a little bit of a magical run. But
Right.
you want to continue to see progress, and that's what we want
Exactly.
to see from the Knicks.
And what I
And the
feel
Knicks
like
are probably better situated for that.
exactly, and what I feel like with this team, I feel this team is a better team. You know, from what we had before, and obviously, God willing, by then we're gonna have. What I hope too is by the time we get to the playoff, I don't want injuries. You know, JB. Okay, whatever's happening right now, let it happen. Like I prefer all of these stuff to happen now than later on, where it's like, bro, really, really, this is happening. Whatever, championship or bust, regardless if we don't get there, Eastern Conference Finals. We have to. We have to. There's no way that we fall short again. Well, not that we fall short last season because that's where we got to, but I just feel like, yo, we don't make shit, especially we don't make nothing, or we get kicked out first round. Listen, y'all don't want to be on Knicks Twitter. Y'all don't want to talk to Knicks fans and shit because ain't nobody gonna have nothing good to say. I'll tell you that much. I'll tell you that much. But
Yep.
I think this team could they're special. So far what I'm seeing, hopefully they don't make me eat my words and be like, nah, bitch, you were completely wrong. But I think they're special and I think we could definitely make it far. God willing, at least to get into a finals.
Two more before we go. One on the Knicks, one a revisit of just personal thing, I guess. That somebody's asking in the chat actually. Any interest? I shouldn't say it like that. Obviously, anybody would have interest. The whole Giannis thing. You still have a eye over there, like maybe we should make this deal. I would love to make this deal, or you're like, you know what?
Me
No, I like what we have.
personally, I said this on my show. I don't give a fuck about this man being on the team or not. Personally, I kind of don't want him to be on the team. I
Interesting.
mean, if he ends up great, again, cool. He's a great player. It's not, you know, I'm not trying to say he's a bad player. I think he's great. I I don't know. I don't see a fit. At least me.
Interesting.
Probably wrong. I don't see a fit on this team. I don't know.
Skills.
I get
Don't
used to comfort. So when I'm used to ready to a team, like that's the team I would have seen. So now to bring in other people's like, and who knows? He probably does fit. For all we know, that's probably the missing piece. And I'm only here talking shit.
all right. Now I need a big favor from you because I need about 45 seconds. So I need you to fill some time. I'm gonna ask my guy Quace to help you. Quace, find a good question for Skills that maybe she can answer from somebody good here, from one of the good people. I'll be right back, please. Sorry.
Awesome.
I'll be back.
How did I get the name skills? Dead. Honestly, it was back in high school. My what was that called? AOL aim crab name. It was Lady Got Skills. Everybody used to just call me Skills. Funny, it started out with my kid's father too, just calling me Skills. But yeah, that's where we got Skills from. Nothing special. Nothing special. Tell me what other question we got, Grays, or anything Mets. I like this. I haven't gone into my Mets side in a while. I want to see. There was something I'm trying to hold on. Give me a second, guys. I also wanted to look. Let's see. Okay. We believe blue and orange over here. There was something. Oh, Grimace. Grimace. Nah. I mean, it was cool. It was something cool that we came out with. I mean, shit. I don't know if that shit really looked out for us or it was just a coincidence, but nah. But we have fun though.
Grammys.
Mets trade. I don't remember the Mets trade. Oh. I don't know about trading Peterson. I kind of like Peterson, but the other two, yeah. I don't know. That's just me. I told you.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to trade Peterson either.
Players, but I do, but I try not to.
I wouldn't want to trade Peterson either. You don't trade, especially a lefty like that. He's coming into his own. I'm excited to see what Peterson can do bouncing back now.
Yeah.
From the year he had.
Yeah, I was trying to look. There was something I did. I don't know why I thought about it now, but it's all right.
Oh, like a question you saw something there?
Yeah, there was something I had read the other day, and my ass don't be saying shit. I'm not talking about me. I was like here trying to see. There was something. I'm like, oh, this would have been a good question, a topic to talk about with Hector. And whatever, just always next time.
Let's see. Do you? Interesting. Now you got me trying to figure out, but I have no idea what the hell is in your brain. So how am I gonna figure it out?
Exactly. Yeah, Hector. That's not how it works.
Frank. Again, I told you how I feel about the trade. Depends on who it's for. Like you didn't say who we're getting back. You just said for a pitcher.
True. Right. I mean, if it's a good pitcher, sure.
Yeah, like it depends on what we get back, but I don't have a problem trading anybody really. Obviously, I wouldn't want to trade McClain. You're not going to trade Juan Soto.
Right. Nah, I definitely want to keep McClain. I'm sorry, but
yeah, I'm not trying to trade him in any trade. Like even for a Schoolboy or Skis or anything. Like I'm trying to add those guys to a McClain. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I don't want to trade Mark Vientos, but
nah, not Vientos.
Heck yeah, I'll trade McNeil for a few blunts, Junior. Why not?
I'm saying. Oh no, let's not talk about McNeil. I love him, but damn, bro.
Yeah, listen, I'm a big McNeil guy too, but I think it might be time, and it might just happen. I mean, this is the thing, Skills. I don't know what to expect. I don't know what to expect from fucking David Stearns, bro.
Can we say McNeil is the Mitch for the Mets? Not injury wise, but
like how about like a lot of fans want him out? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I don't know. It's like I want him, but I am starting to feel that way. Like, all right, McNeil. Maybe it's time for you to go.
Whoa, Vientos equals Roberto Clemente. Hold on now. I'm a big Vientos guy, but let's not get crazy there. All right. So the other question that I said I wanted to ask you is something that I believe I asked before and you answered. And so my guy Ortiz was asking again. How did you get the name SuperFan? I guess he came in a little bit late. So you want to answer that again for the people?
I actually did answer it. It was I was saying back in the days when I was in high school, was it AIM? AIM. My username was Lady Got Skills. Everybody would just address me as Skills. Again, another person who started that was my kid's father, because it'll just be Skills. So like that, you at least in my high school, that's how we address each other by our usernames.
Right.
And so now everybody's gonna say Lady Got Skills, so it would be Skills. So he started first saying Skills, and literally as I grew older, it just stood with me. And then all my users, I suck at making use. If y'all can see my Twitter name, look at my name here too. Skills. IG name is Skills. If it's not, it was always something like MzSkiillz, but something with skills in it. So I just stuck with it. That's it.
There you go.
Yeah.
I think I'm using my name, so I have no creativity when it comes to stuff like that. I hate getting involved. One is for that, and I hate having to create passwords and all of that
Right.
nonsense.
Yeah.
Username.
It always just stuck. It always stuck just skills. Like that's it. Ain't nothing special. What other people be thinking. No. Get your minds out there. That's why I hate saying this story because it's like, no, trust me, I did not get my name like that. And even if I did, I 100% would not be using it on some shit like that. Like, let's be for real, bro.
I'm not even going to touch that. I'm going to leave that alone. And I guess on that note, perfect way to end a great show. Skills, I appreciate you, man. I'm looking forward to linking up at these games. I should be making it out to a Knick game. You know, I only make it out to like 2 Knick games a year, maybe 1, 2, 3
playoffs. Don't worry, playoffs when they do the watch parties again, we'll be there.
Well, I was gonna say, hold on, playoffs. You talked about how expensive it is going to the Garden. You think
no, just watch parties though, not
going to playoffs. Shit, the fucking Knicks game be insane.
If it's just one game, that's it.
Right. But not definitely the watch parties. I didn't get to go to any last year. But definitely this year, hopefully there'll be a few, and I'll definitely be there. And even during the season, I'm pretty sure they'll cook something up.
Yeah, of course. They always only be putting up his watch parties too. Whenever he puts it out, sure. Definitely send you the invite so you could come through.
Shout out to the homie Tony's. Tony got to be in here on Blunt Thoughts. I've been,
Yes.
I gotta reach out, but I gotta get him out here. Tony's also a supersized fan, as he's also Mets and Knicks. Like I said, as many of us are, but some like he's like fucking godfather of Knicks Twitter.
Yeah,
Tony. Shout out to him, man. He does great stuff, bringing the community together, and not just him. A lot of people do, but
everybody. Yeah, shout out to Knicks Twitter. Love everybody.
He's essential in that. And again, check out my homie SuperFan on her Knicks and Fuego, part of the Uptown Sports and what is it that Hector does? My guy Tocayo Hector from the Heights and Nikki and all that good stuff. Make sure you check that out. Appreciate the 400 plus of you beautiful people up in here. Thank you so much. Again, SuperFan, thank you, and we'll see y'all, man. But as always, let's go Knicks. Let's go Mets. Go ahead, do your thing.
See you guys. I appreciate Hector. Thank you for having me on the show. I love this. Thank you for talking some Mets. I haven't done this in a while. I'd be shy. I'd be trying. Guys, let's hope for the season for both the upcoming Mets and Knicks. We win a chip because it's gonna be our year, guys. It is. It's gonna be our years.
I'm gonna leave this one to SuperFan, Junior. I'm gonna leave this one to SuperFan. You want to answer this? Who will be the opening day star?
No, this is not what we're doing. I don't want to worry about this right now. No.
Junior likes to have fun. You already know what it is, guys. All day, every day, man. Let's go Knicks. Let's go Mets. Let's go Giants. The Giants tried today. You into football SuperFan?
Nah. No, but I hear the Giants are sucky right now.
Yeah, so the Giants tried for us today. My guy James, who keeps telling me to shout out the fucking Nets. Yo, I told you already, man. Send the Nets back to Brooklyn. Nah. Shout out to the Nets. We were trying to get the 3rd win of the year this year. I don't know how that's going. To my Jets fans, sorry, man. But hey, good luck to. I don't even know who it was. I just found out a little while ago there was a Jets player that got shot in the hospital fighting for his life. So all the best thoughts and prayers to him. And on that note, good night, everybody.
Good night, y'all.
Peace.
My clique full of animals and we made ourselves with minimal. Fuck you, no subliminals. Putting in this work, nigga. That's why they feelings hurt, nigga. Swear we need a hearse cause we rep our shites to the dirt, nigga. If I'm in the club.